All right, guys. One of the most interesting stories in the stock market today has to do with Leap Therapeutics Incorporated. This is ticker symbol LPTX. And as you can see on the screen, this thing is up 368% today, starting the day at about 61 cents, now sitting at $2.09 as we get close to the close of the day. And obviously, when you see a stock up 300%, triple digits, anything near triple digits, but especially, 300, 400% a single day, obviously something is going on. So I want to dive a little bit into what the heck is going on, and what happened here was Leap Therapeutics surges 170%, again now closer to 400%, 360, 370%, whatever, after $50 million ZCash buy with the Winklevoss backing. Now obviously the Winklevoss twins are major players in the financial markets, in the world of business, all that stuff. Everywhere they go, they're making money, they're making deals, they're doing crazy stuff in the crypto world and all that stuff. But what the heck does a ZCash buy have to do with a therapeutics company or the Winklevoss twins? That is an interesting question, of course. So shares of Leap Therapeutics surged more than 170% in early trading on Wednesday after the company announced a shift to a crypto treasury strategy. The company announced its rebranding as Cypherpunk Technologies, now they're going to be CYPH, and an adoption of a digital asset treasury strategy focused on ZCash, ZEC, the native token of the ZCash protocol. The biotech company used $50 million from a $58.88 million private placement led by the Winklevoss Capital to purchase 200,000-ish Zcash at an average price of $245 per token, marking a move away from biotech and into the crypto sector. So again, this is a therapeutics company that is no longer going to be doing business in the biotech space, but is now going to be moving into the crypto sector. So like a 360 or 180 whatever degree pivot for this company, going absolutely off the rails. They're just changing up everything. Winklevoss Capital is a venture capital firm founded by Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who also co-founded the cryptocurrency exchange Gemini. So obviously, again, like I said, these are big players in the world of crypto, big players in the world of business and finance, everything like that. Here we have, more story here. Again, Cypherpunk has to date used $50 million of proceeds from the previously announced private placement to purchase all this Zcash, an average purchase price of $245. And what's interesting here, if we go to CoinMarketCap, we can see that Zcash right now is $521, meaning that if they bought this all at $245, they are doubling their money and then some on Zcash so far. Zcash also is up 10% today within the last 24 hours. What is really, really interesting is we zoom out on the 1 year, it has been a crazy year for Zcash, and I had seen a lot more people starting to talk about ZEC on Twitter. So this is also very, very interesting and crazy timing. If we look back to the beginning of the year, January 1st, 2025, Zcash was sitting at $58. But then over the past couple months, really in October, it started to go crazy. It started to explode. October was crazy, and November has been crazy so far for it as well. Again, going from, $58, something like that at the beginning of the year to now $521. We're talking about an 1,100% year for Zcash. And again, this has obviously been a very, very profitable investment for the Winklevoss twins so far. If they got this stuff at half the price, they spent $50 million on Zcash at half the current price. They've made $50 million plus in that deal so far. But obviously that has got, the shares of LPTX now, CYPH, absolutely exploding. So this is very interesting. This is very weird. Obviously, if you are, a fan of the Winklevoss twins or of crypto or of, ZEC or whatever, maybe this is a new opportunity of a way to get some exposure to the crypto markets or to ZEC through the stock market or through this stock. Obviously this is going to be extremely risky. This is going to be extremely volatile. Who knows exactly how this is going to play out, but this is why this Leap Therapeutic stock is up around 400% in the markets today. A very, very interesting and strange situation. Not really sure what they're going to have planned from here. I think it says in one of these articles that I have pulled up, it must be in this one here, the company is accumulating Zcash at what he believed to be a significant discount to Zcash's true long-term value. Cypherpunk plans to own at least 5% of the total ZEC supply. Tyler also talked at length about what he called Zcash's highly symbiotic relationship with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is digital gold, Zcash is encrypted Bitcoin or digital cash. One is your store of value, the other is how you privately move your value. So obviously they are, really, really hyping up Zcash at this point, saying it's going to have a lot of utility and use in the future, and that it is going to be closely tied with Bitcoin. So if you're believing in Bitcoin for the long term, you should believe in Zcash. And if you believe in Zcash for the long term, maybe this stock could be, something you're interested in investing in as well. I don't know. Like I said, Who knows how this is all going to play out? Who knows how long they're going to remain interested in this? Who knows if this is a short-term play, a long-term play, whatever. But this is why, Leap Therapeutic is pumping up almost 400% today. The Winklevoss twins are involved, and yeah, they have completely turned this business on its head. And yeah, we'll have to see how this all plays out in the future. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.